Just got up, checking my sugar. 105. It's better than 121. I am happy with that number. I just got up. Google said to check it as soon as you get out of bed. So that is what I did. So I need to get the kids on the bus and I need to make some water. Decaf coffee till my regular coffee gets here. It'll do for now. This is the coffee creamer that I use. But I will start making my own with the goat's milk, some vanilla, and some liquid stevia that I have. See how that tastes. But right now, this is what we're going with. So I have my coffee, drinking it before I go and milk the goats and feed the little goats. I slept pretty good last night. I find it kind of hard to fall asleep at first, so I've been taking melatonin. If I don't, then I'm on my phone like for too long, and like I want to go to sleep as soon as like I lay down. Like I try to make it a point, lay down, don't move, like try to get comfortable, don't move, and then just fall asleep. I slept pretty good last night, 7.5 hours, an hour and like 13 minutes of deep sleep. I can sleep well, but it's the amount of deep sleep that I get. And knowing that I didn't get any deep sleep, like, affects me during the day. But I slept okay. I'm still tired, but I did sleep, at least. Son actually graduates next Friday on the 15th. This Friday the 8th is his last day of school. I have to go check him out, bring him to the school board. I need to get like his college transcript and his high school transcript to have like for college, and all that. So, which I have to be at work at 1 in his time because of his last name has to be there at between 2 and 3. And I cannot make it at that time, so he let them know and they said to bring him early. So that works out better. Let's see. I don't have a whole lot to do today. I just gotta milk the goats, feed the baby goats, and I need to be at work at 5. Some days I work 8 to 7, some days I work 2 to 7, and some days I work 5 to 7, and it works out good for me. Like, whenever I go in at 5 to 7, I get there at the time for him to have supper, and his evening medication he takes. I used to remind him to take that. The birds are going crazy. Good morning. Good morning, babies. Good morning. So the one in this cage by itself, that's a male. The one up there with the yellow face, that's a female. And then she's in with a male. And then I have a male and female. These are parakeets and cockatiels. Baby. Good morning. Good morning. She listens to me very quietly to see what I'm gonna say. I just moved their feeders to the front of the cage, which was not a good idea because now there's feed all over the floor. They're little shells. So I just gave myself some extra work. Good morning, baby. Good morning. I love her. I can walk up to the cage and she'll just stand there. We'll sit on the edge of the cage and, like, listen to me. Good morning, baby. Good morning. Here. And then over here, I have some baby geese and baby ducks that hatched yesterday. You listening to me? Yeah? You listening to me? Look at him. Hi, you listening to me? You cute little things. Yeah. So I hatch lots of babies all year round. Geese are really hard. This is the first year I think that we really had like a successful raising up of geese. We usually let our female geese sit on the eggs, but they sit for so long and the dirt is wet and gross, and they choose to sit in the stupidest places, and the eggs go bad. They're not always good. It's hard to check the eggs underneath them because they're aggressive. Like, our geese aren't like lovey, come up to you type, but they're not like super aggressive all year round. But when it comes to breeding season, you can't really be around them. So I hatched 2 babies a couple weeks ago and raised them in the brooder with some ducks. And then it came time to put them on the ground. And at around the same time that I put them on the ground, our female was sitting on eggs. She had been on eggs for like 2 or 3 weeks. It was about time for them to, well, it's been about maybe a week and a half because these are just not hatching. These were her eggs. So I checked her eggs, and there was a lot of that were not good or not fertilized. There's 2 females. There's her. She's the brown Chinese. And then there's a mixed female who's like, I want to say she's like 9 years old. I got her right after my daughter was born, and she just made 7, and she was already 2 years old, so she's 9. That's Lady Lucy Goosey. I have some videos of her on here. So not all of the female's eggs were good. I think some of them belonged to the other female. And so I took them just so that I could make sure that they hatched. The good eggs were put in the incubator. And those are the ones that are hatching now. There's 2 little goslings in there that are hers from her clutch. But when I took these eggs that are hatching now from her, she immediately got up and realized that there was 2 babies on the ground that are geese. And she took them from the ducks because the ducks were raising them. And I can put a clip in here of them. They're so cute. So we have these 2 that are with her right now, and there's 2 in the brooder here in the living room. And then there's a couple more eggs. One is just now pipping. Hopefully it hatches. Eggshells for ducks and geese are thicker than like regular like quail eggs or chicken eggs. And so they can make it all the way to like hatch day and still not hatch and like not make it. It's crazy. As soon as my geese and ducks are finished hatching in my incubator, I'm gonna put some peacock eggs in there, which I'm super excited about. We got a peacock. He is about a year old now. I'm hopefully gonna get a hen soon, but the lady who I got the peacock from sold me some eggs. I think it was $30 per 6 eggs. So I'm excited. We got 12 of them, and we're excited to have them. I paid for half of them. My husband paid for half of them because we both like really wanted some pea chicks. Good morning, baby. You being loud? Good morning. You dropping seeds all over my floor. these feeders may not work out. Their feeders were like on the ground, like on the bottom of the cage. And I thought maybe they would need something like up high on the sides. But now they're just making a mess. And they're being loud while the parakeets are over there kissing. So, alright, I gotta start my day. I finish my coffee, and then I gotta go milk some goats. Okay, so I have 4 quarter-pound burger patties in here. They are 75-25, so they are higher in fat. So I'm going to cook them down and then drain them off. And I'm going to add some shredded cabbage to this to make kind of like a taco bowl. Adding this one to my water today. Make sure you get your water and your electrolytes in. It's important. Okay, so I have 1 pound of ground beef, 4 cups of cabbage, 2 ounces of goat cheese that we made, about 2 tablespoons of sriracha mayo, and some pickles. So this comes out over just over 1,085 calories, I believe. This is a lot of food. I will not eat this in one sitting. I like to make one meal sometimes that will last me throughout the day. So I still have just under 800 calories that I can eat. I have met my fat goal for the day. I just need to meet my protein goal for the rest of the day. So I'll just stir this in. You see my pickles, you see my cheese. Sometimes I add tomatoes to this, but tomatoes kind of give me inflammation, and nightshades aren't really suitable for some people. They can cause issues, but this is what I'm having. Let's see what time it is. It's almost 10 o'clock. So this is what's left of my first meal today. About half of it. I did eat all the pickles and the cheese. So this will be either my lunch or my supper. Very good. This is one of my meals that I have often. It is just after 1 o'clock and my Amazon package arrived. So I now have my caffeinated coffee. I did put some keto collagen powder. It's a chocolate flavor, and a scoop of Nutricost 100% whey protein in there, so that gives me more protein for the day without adding too much fat. I don't always add that because the Nutricost protein powder does not always dissolve, but I did put it in a jar of hot water and shook it. And then I ran it through a strainer, and it was thick, but it didn't have any clumps in it. So, the protein shaker that I have, you can't put liquid that's really hot in there because the lid pops open from the pressure. But the jar did work. So, I just did the whole process over again and left the jar on the counter to cool down. And then I will put it in the refrigerator for tomorrow so that my protein is ready for breakfast tomorrow. Whenever I make my coffee, I'll just have my protein in my coffee. At work, going to eat a banana. Okay guys, I just got home from work. I am about to eat this food that I had left over from earlier. I just added some more pickles to it. I'll add on the screen after this what my calories were for today. I'm not really hungry, my head hurts. But I'm trying to reach my protein and fat goals, which I've done today if I eat this. I did not finish all my protein coffee earlier because there was a bug in it. When I went back to add some more ice to it before I left for work, there was a bug in my coffee. Thank God I did not drink any of it after there was a bug in it, but I did not finish it, so I don't have all those calories in there. But I'm ready for bed. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. Bye.